Today we're reviewing the MetryGrow hydroponics growing system. So I've started to get this ready for you so that I can go over it, but I did put the water in it and do a few things ahead of time. So let's just talk about first what comes with your hydroponics growing system. So first you have your container that holds your water, and the pump is already installed in the bottom, and you can see that that kind of comes out right here. You have your power supply cord, and we're going to plug that in as well. You have two different types of plant food. So it says plant food A and plant food B. So you're going to be using those. Now I started to get my tray ready, but we're going to be using these little stickers to put on top of our seed containers, and I'll show you that so it limits how much light gets in there. But this used to be all full, and you'll see that when I put the tray back on. So first of all, we want to set up the pump and to set up the light. And so this is our light source, and this is what actually, this is all where the light is, and then that goes down over the top. So we just slide that into the back here. Wait till it clicks in. And you'll see that it has a little button here on the back, and that allows you to put it up and down. The instructions tell you that when germinating or starting your seeds, you keep it at the lowest level. And that level is about 4 to 5 inches. And so I'm going to put that up because it's easier for me to work with it. But just so you know, that goes up and down. You then have your pump that plugs in right here in the back, and you'll also plug in your power cord. So that's kind of neat that they have all of the power behind here and out of the way. Okay, so the next thing that you're going to do is that you're going to mix 4 liters of purified water. And it's very important that you're using purified water. So I'm just going to show you that here. I've taken the brand name off here, but this is a purified water. You need 4 liters. And so this is actually 3.78. So you need a little more than this. This cost me about $1.15. And so you'll pick up a couple of these, and that's to make sure you don't have any minerals or anything still in your water. And that's going to be real important to the seed and growing process. We also have plant food. So we have plant food A and we have plant food B. So we're going to fill these with about 100 milliliters, and it's really nice because they have a 15 milliliter cup here. So you can just use that to fill it with water and then shake it up. And there's the plant food that you'll see down in there. You want to make sure that it's completely dissolved before you add it to the water. So you add your plant food to the water. And then I'm going to turn this around a little bit here just so you can see that it does have, there we go. So down here, it does have measurements for how much water you have in there, and you can see right through it. It goes up to just about 5, but there's 4 liters right there. And so then after you mix your plant food with your purified water, then you're going to put that all in here up to 4 liters. Okay, so then we have a little container, and the little container actually holds your sponge. And you just drop that sponge down in there, and you probably can't see it very well, but I've put a few of my seeds right on top of there. We now want to be able to manage how much light actually gets to the seeds. Because if we have too much light, then they won't grow. And if we have too little, then they won't grow either. So we put that in there, and then this particular paper here actually has these little stickers all over it. But you'll see I already put them on the tray. But we take the hole out of the middle of the center of that. And then this just sticks right on top. And that makes sure that we limit how much light is actually getting in to our seeds. And it just sticks right on there. Now I'm going to grab the tray now because it's easier to see. So we've got 15 of those little plastic cones and the sponges, and you drop your seeds on top of there, put the light sensor, your little plastic cover, or your little plastic light sensors there, and then you have a little plastic dome. So these little domes are actually creating humidity when you have it on. This all comes with a great instructional booklet that includes not only everything you need to do, but great visuals, so you'll be able to see how to do that as well. Okay, so now I've put my water in, I've put my plant food in, I've gotten my sponges and dropped 2 to 3 seeds on each of them. I put the light filter on the top, and I put the little humidifier cone on top of that. Now, if you remember correctly, we said that we're going to lower this down to 4 to 5 inches, or to the lowest it will go. There we go. I just used that in the back. I'm now going to plug it in, and you're going to hear one long beep. That's just letting us know that the power supply is working. Okay, so now the power supply is on. I am doing flowers, so I'm picking flowers, and that's going to actually determine how much light I get, and it's going to turn itself on and turn itself off. I believe it's 16 hours of light, and then the rest of the 24 hours or 8 hours is actually off, and then it turns itself back on. I'm also going to push this pump. And now you can't even hear the pump. It is so quiet. And that I know it's very hard to see, but if you look at, let me put it down here. You can actually see there's a red light glowing off of there. Well, flowers grow with a red light. If I had vegetables in there, then you would see a different kind of light. Now, they do talk about really being careful about looking directly in this light. And so you don't want to look directly in the light. Okay. I just noticed that this light has this little cover on it that I had not taken off yet. But there's a little tab on the side, and you'll see it. And so we're just going to take that off. Probably want to do this before you get it all set up, but I did it, so we're going to go with the flow here. Okay, so now my seeds are in there. They're covered with the light control. They're covered with the dome for humidity. I'm lowering this down to where it's just 4 to 5 inches above, and it's ready to go. It will turn itself on and off. And in hopefully 2 to 3 days, I'm going to start to see some little leaves. Now, when I get about 3 or 4 leaves, I'll be able to take that plastic off of there and the dome off of there. But for now, I'm creating that humidity in order to grow. So super easy to put this together and get it started. I hope you get one and try it out. It's certainly an excellent deal. And I'll be sure to put pictures in that show whether I actually grew some plants in here or not. So there it is. You can have yourself fresh herbs or flowers just about any time. So let's see how it goes in the next few days, and I'll post some pictures. Hope that was helpful to see how to put that together.
Okay, just a quick little video to show you all the components of this. It's the Herb and Veggie Grower by MetryGrow. And I mean, the realistic truth of this is it's really just more of a plant starter, because you know, you're not going to yield a big crop of various plants in this. But it should be a fun little experiment. These are the little seed pods that you use with these little containers, and it comes with the plant food pellets, and then the pump is already in the base when you receive it. You just have to string the line up there and put the top on it. Pretty straightforward. And then this is going to pop in here. But first, you have a nice viewing window to see how your water level's doing. That's the light, which by the way is like super bright. And if you just turn it on and don't have the top on it, it can splash pretty high. So caution on that. So the little pump works just great. Spraying it up to get that aeration going. And so did you see the light color change? It changed to more of a yellow, and it says on top that that's for flowers. And that brighter white is for vegetables. And also you can independently turn off the pump. The pump and the power plugs are on the back of the unit. And that's all there is to it. It's super easy. Don't be worried that you can't figure it out, because there's not much to it. So everything seems to be made well. Materials are all fine. So far, not finding any flaws in that. And there we go. That's all there is to it. It's a cute little thing. Kind of fun to try and experiment with. I mean, I wouldn't want to pay I probably would want to pay like $40 or less. Okay, that's all. Happy shopping.